Hi, everybody. Welcome again to Wingman Wisdom. Thank you for joining me today. I am the RV Wingman, Alan Warren, and today I'm going to talk to you about one of my pet peeves: lazy people, people that procrastinate and put everything off. Now, I speak from experience. I used to be a lazy person who was undisciplined and I would procrastinate about everything. But you know what happened? When I realized that being lazy got me nowhere, procrastinating only made things worse, and not taking responsibility, not doing it now or as soon as possible, that was the reason why I wasn't succeeding as much in my life. As soon as I started working harder, not procrastinating, being focused, being disciplined, amazingly, my life started working out a little bit better. So I want to talk to you today about procrastination and give you a gentle kick in the keister, if you will, to try to get you to think about things differently. And yes, I am going to talk about RVs. So if you're new to Wingman Wisdom, welcome. I hope that after you watch this video, you'll watch a couple more because I'm all over the place. I talk about RVs today. I'm talking about RVs, but sometimes I talk about football and sometimes I talk about life. And, it's like sitting around a campfire with friends and just yakking. Wingman Wisdom is about, yes, it's about my experiences, but we share experiences. You will see in the comments below many, many people that are far smarter, far wiser than I am. And if you're thinking about getting into RVing and camping, I think that you can't find a better group of people that have discipline, that have experiences that will help you by engaging with them in the comments. So if you like this kind of content, like I said, watch 2 or 3 videos before you give it a subscribe, before you hit subscribe. But please give it a thumbs up if you like it. Share with your family and friends, others that like camping and RVing, and a little bit of wingman wisdom. So let's talk about procrastinating. Have you ever noticed how when you won't even think about something, it's a car maybe, or you won't even think about something, and then all of a sudden, as soon as you think about it, everything starts looking that way. You haven't about a car. You know what? I'm interested in getting a whatever kind of a truck or a car. And all of a sudden you start seeing them everywhere, but they were there before. I started talking about lazy and undisciplined and procrastination. And literally the next article I see on my computer, it was about procrastination. So I will get into RVs. Before I do, yes, I want to mention my RV report. Got a free RV report. If you're selling an RV, if you're buying an RV, you need to download this report. It's absolutely free of charge. I'm going to tell you some of the things that are in it here in just a bit. But let's go to the shared screen. Let me show you what popped up on my computer. This story asks, are you a procrastinator? You're more likely to be depressed, unhealthy, and broke, study suggests. Charles Dickens famously wrote, procrastination is the thief of time. Now scientists think it can also steal your sleep, damage your health, and leave you worse off financially. A study of 3,500 Swedish students found those who regularly put off doing things had an increased risk of poor sleep, lack of exercise, and getting into financial difficulty. Experts believe this is because although most people have the tendency to procrastinate a little, for others it is the general disposition and can affect how well they do in life. I'm telling you, whenever I procrastinated, I learned that, you know what? Things get worse. It's like paying for things with interest. If you do them now, it's easier. When you procrastinate, put them off, isn't it harder later on? Wouldn't it have been better just to get away right now and just do whatever it is that needs to be done? Back to the article, it says, those who often delayed an intended course of action, despite expecting to be worse off, risk everything from poorer academic achievements to general health, the study suggests. Goes down and says, the authors conclude, this suggests that procrastination is associated with subsequent mental health problems, disabling pain, unhealthy lifestyle behaviors, and worse psychosocial health factors. Considering that procrastination is prevalent among university students, these findings may be of importance to enhance the understanding of students' health. I contend that procrastination is not just for students. We all do it. Why? Because it's hard to be disciplined. It's difficult. What is better? Let's see. Let's do something hard that's going to take some effort and some time. Let's look at our screens. Isn't that nice? And this is what people do more and more and more. And when they do this, well, I'll get to that later. And when later comes, it's worse. If we can learn to put these things down and engage with something that's productive, I think we can not only be healthier, we can be financially more independent, but we can have a sense of pride that you can't get from just watching a dang screen. If you own an RV, and I want to say this, there's so many people who watch this channel, probably half the people own an RV. A lot of people are wanting to buy one. The other half don't own an RV, and they just like sitting around a campfire, the virtual campfire, and visiting. But one of my subscribers, Tommy T, how you doing, Tommy T? Thank you so much for watching every one of my videos. Tommy T has got a motorhome. It's not a brand new motorhome, but it's just like brand new. When he bought it years ago, he committed to spending time, to the discipline that was going to be required to maintain that RV in as good of condition as he could possibly keep it. And he's done it. So he's got this older RV that everywhere he goes, people go, oh, Tommy T. They don't know his name. Anyway, look at that. That is a cool looking coach. That didn't just happen. It takes discipline and time. Most of the problems people have with their RVs, I believe, are from not maintaining their RV. And they do that because they procrastinate. We all know we have to do stuff. I will take care of it in the springtime. We'll take care of it later in the summer. We'll get around to it before the first camping trip. And guess what? When it happens, it's worse. If you do what Tommy T does, and so many of my subscribers do, stop procrastinating. Put the social media down. Stop looking into a screen. If you wanted to grow a garden, what do? You plant seeds and come back and go, well, come on, give me my tomatoes. No, you got to work the garden. I mean, if you want it to produce, when you go to church on a regular basis. Why? To nourish your soul. It makes you feel good. Why should you work on your RV? Because I promise you, it will give you a sense of pride. It will keep you away from your cell phone, away from a screen. And if you will discipline yourself, not procrastinate, but discipline yourself to spend, you know what? I'm going to spend an hour a week or an hour every other week. Really spend that hour inside and around, under, on top of my RV. And I'm going to invest that time. I'm going to tighten things up. I'm going to wash it. I'm going to vacuum it. I'm going to do all the maintenance that is required. I'm going to look for the next thing that might be breaking down. I'm going to check the tires. I'm going to check everything. If you will do that, you will have an RV that will hold its value for longer, and you will have a sense of pride and confidence that you're not going to have a breakdown. The likelihood of a breakdown for Tommy T is probably nil, very, very minimal. If you will have discipline, exercise discipline, and don't be a procrastinator. And it's not just with your RV. Stop procrastinating in life. Get things done. Don't wait till the last minute. Don't wait till the doctor says, well, you got about 3 more years to live because you haven't taken care of yourself. Baby steps. Do something. You have to do everything right now. I'm a good example of a work in progress. I got so far to go. Trying to walk a little bit and get my holiday gut off of me, and it ain't easy. But I am a man with discipline, and I have succeeded only because I've been able to not procrastinate, take advantage of opportunities, suck it up and do the good stuff, the hard stuff that makes you feel that sense of pride and connection. So going back to my RV report, again, if you're selling an RV, if you're buying an RV, I see so many people and hear from so many people that get ripped off. Some of it is the dealer doing, and some of it is the owner himself or herself of their doing. So I have started this free RV report, one for buyers, one for sellers, to help you, prevent you from being ripped off. Some of the things, it's free. I'm going to tell you how, if you haven't seen this before, you can link to it by clicking on the word more in the description. It'll open up. The website's freervreport.com. Simple, like a little one-page website. It's only for this. You go to the website. There's a picture of the old Wingman, and it just says, "I'm more interested in buying an RV. I'm more interested in selling an RV." Click on one of those. In the buying an RV, I talk about is now a good time to buy. Is now a good time. I talk about depreciation. I talk about financial investment versus an emotional investment. The benefits to buying a new RV. There are many benefits to buying a new RV. Oh, and there's benefits to buying a used RV as well. I talk about buyer financing, about the quality of product, COVID campers, as they call them. I talk about cash buyers, non-cash buyers, financing, how to make an offer, taking possession of a new RV, about RV inspections. If you're a seller, sellers right now, it's a hard time, a rough time to sell your RV. It's not a year ago. Prices, values have dropped a lot. Now, you may not want to face that. You may not want to believe it. And I'm not trying to hurt your feelings or bust your bubble. But I'm telling you, the inventory of new RVs, I don't know if there's ever been more, at least in recent years, on dealers' lots than there are today, right now. With show season around, a lot of people, a lot of dealers are making deals on these new RVs. So if you've got a used RV, you're trying to sell it, you want to get the most you can for it, right? How are you going to do that? Just put a for sale sign? Well, I heard so-and-so sold. I'm going to put it on, Craigslist. I suggest that you download my seller's report. In the seller's report, you're going to learn about depreciation. You may not like what you hear, but I'm going to tell you about depreciation. Again, this is not advice. These are thoughts. I'm trying to act as a wingman, as a friend, somebody to help you, prevent you from making major, major mistakes. I talk about the competition you've got with a lot of other people who have an RV, probably similar to yours. I talk about pricing. How do you price it? Talk about your service records, how important they are. Talk about tire kickers and how to get rid of the tire kickers. I talk about dealers who are coming in disguise. They don't want you to know they're a dealer because they may be trying to get your RV. I talk about all kinds of things in this free RV report, and I'm expanding on it as we speak. So stop procrastinating, folks. Tommy T and everybody else out there that practices discipline, maintains your RV, I salute you. And it's fun. At first, it's kind of like me walking the neighborhood. And truthfully, I still don't like it very much until I finish. And after I finish, I go, yeah, I did it again. There's a feeling of pride. There's a feeling of satisfaction that comes from getting off your butt, going out and doing the things that need to be done instead of staring at a screen, some virtual world. I like the real world. I don't know about you. Let me know. Did this strike any chords? Are you a procrastinator? I admit I probably procrastinate a little bit still, but not nearly what I used to. Drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Again, I read every comment, read every email. I listen to every voicemail message that comes in, and you can contact me by clicking on the word more down at the bottom. It will open up. You'll be able to see all my contact information and many of the good dealers that I do business with and that I recommend to you. So again, thank you for watching so much. I hope you have a good rest of your week. I'm Alan Warren, the RV Wingman. Be safe, have fun, play nice, and don't leave your good manners at home.